Welcome to the home of the DIY movement, where we build stuff and paint things.
All right, y'all, today's Saturday, July 11th, 2026, man. It's raining. Here's what we got today. Today. Back on the truck. It's gonna be Truckin' Tuesday. But Bobby's also gonna do some work on his car, minor stuff, door handles, door locks, which I think people might find useful on how to install the door lock stuff. Man, I got a mess in here, we gotta move out. I think today, what we're gonna do is focus on the doors that are over here. And I think that's where we haven't touched this thing in probably almost 2 months, maybe 6 weeks or so. It's 81 degrees right now, 83% humidity. It's gonna be muggy all day. Yep, we're gonna mess with the doors. Last of the filler work on that, we got a fresh gallon of 3M Platinum Plus. And I don't know if the firewall, we have to review that and bring that up to speed. Hopefully today the cab will be all done with filler work. The doors will be all done with filler work. Where we left off, the fenders are already done, the hood is already done. So if we can get these doors and cab, boom, the front half of the truck is done with filler work, and then move on to this heap of a mess. So that's the plan today. I redid my paint stands. I don't know if you guys saw on Instagram. You get these pool noodles at Dollar General, man. They're $1 a piece, right? And they work great on paint stands. Just some duct tape to hold them in place. You almost don't really need it. You really need it right here. And boom, we got brand new paint stands just like that, man. We got a mess in here, man. That's today's goal. You can see we did paint the room. I don't know if I remember showing that. We painted the room with a Wagner and some white paint, man. So hopefully it looks a little cleaner. The floor, of course, looks filthy, but the walls were all right. 5 gallons of paint. I think it was less than $100, and then I had to buy the Wagner, which I'm pretty impressed with. All right, we jump right into it, man. I did a full spread. This is the driver's side door. Like I say, this one hadn't had any filler on it, so I did a full spread on the door and blocked it down. 80 grit, sunmite paper, black diamond sanding blocks. Didn't put it where the rear view mirror goes, these 3 holes right here, because in this video here, Bobby's going to fill up those holes. Then we were messing with the interior panels that he bought. They're like pre-made bead rolled stuff to replace, I guess, what would normally be carpet. And so we're going to plug weld those into place. Pretty nice pieces, man. I think they go well with the firewall. And yeah, you can see it covers that up. So we just had to take some little high spots down, hit them with some rattle can, and getting ready to weld those on. But yeah, full spread. My man showed up in his new work boots, and we're getting ready to have a block party. Here Bobby is using the M12 Milwaukee rotary tool, man. I can't say enough good things about this tool. I really like it in place of anything pneumatic. Saves on the compressor, saves on the life of the compressor as well, and it's a lot faster. It takes down the MIG welds really fast, little spot welds, and overall really good tool, man. So he just, like I say, these plates were designed to screw in to the door, pretty much like the firewall was, but going for a smooth look. So we just plug welded where the holes are for the screws itself. So he brought his interior panels so that we can gauge where they go. Of course, these things are trash. He's gonna go with new panels, but we had to have something as a point of reference to center up these bead rolled plates here. So here Bobby is getting fancy with the square. But yeah, MIG welded in place, man. Zipped them down with the M12 and put filler over it. Pretty simple. Here he is welding up the old mirror holes. He's using a piece of brass as a backing to fill such a big hole with the MIG weld without, you know, cutting little piece or using some sort of washer or something. Just a brass backing and filling it in, man. So then basically the top half of the door got another skim coat and blocked it down, man. Overall, these doors weren't bad. They are truck doors, man, so they do have quite a bit of dents, but nothing worth or nothing that couldn't be blocked out. So I found it was much faster just to skim the whole door than to go and try and chase all the dents. So mixed up a big batch, smeared it on, and blocked it down.
All right, here we are, end of day, and we're getting ready to spray these parts in epoxy, the usual, the SPI epoxy. We're going full strength. I don't think we're gonna go 2 coats. So this one was already blocked in epoxy and then reblocked, and it's looking real good. We also welded the interior panels, plug welded them, and then BODYWORK where the weld was at. So he brought the interior panels to mock that up. This door is the first filler session, but I think it's pretty good. We'll see how it looks once we spray it. Same thing on the back side. The cab, last of the cab. We had a couple spots down low on the rocker that we missed previously, and then we finally finished up the firewall to pretty much our liking. We're going to spot this in. We'll probably recoat the whole thing. We scuffed it with a red pad, so we're trying to bring everything up to speed. Depending on how this door looks, the plan is maybe Monday come back and spray the polyester primer. I would like to be able to spray a quart, so we'll see. We'll see. Also deleted on this one, the mirror holes. Bobby welded those up for us today. What is it? I don't believe this shit. It says it's 84 degrees. Shit. I think the thing is broke.
It's like a sauna.
Man, it is. I'm gonna turn the air on. Get a little bit of relief for a minute. You can close that. Well, just leave it open. So right now he's spraying wax and grease remover, solvent based, with a blue shop towel. Don't overthink the stuff. I think the door panels match the firewall nice. The whole kind of stamped look. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bead rolled stamped look. And they're both called to screw in, but we weld them in. So, quiz time. Okay, so what was the rule of thumb on the, watch out, we're rolling back, on the per ounce per panel? You remember?
Say, 8?
Okay, 8. But then consider these doors are kind of small.
Yeah. So what? 4?
No, more
6?
than 6. So I think this door will get 1 coat of epoxy because there's very minimal breakthrough. Yeah. So 6, and 6 is 12. That's 18. 2 ounces for the back side. Each is 22, and then 1 coat on this stuff, another 4 ounces maybe, 28. Okay, and then if we have left over, we'll just well, we gotta hit this rocker. 28's a good number, I think. Not the 14 and 14. So let's mix that up. We're gonna be spraying the V-board. Make sure everything still works. I ain't used it in about 6 weeks. So we'll bring you guys back once we start spraying the good stuff.
right, here I am spraying the first coat of epoxy. I didn't record second coat because it's pretty much more of the same. Really like the BODYWORK gun for the epoxy. I feel it puts it on nice and heavy, but not too heavy where it craters it or, you know, runs it or anything like that. Just a nice wet coat. Moving along, man, this truck I don't think is that far away from a paint job, really, honestly. I mean, things are moving pretty fast. I think there's going to be about 3 weekends worth of body work on the bed. The bed is by far the most whooped. We were talking last night about how we want to go about it. I think we're going to do possibly the wheel tubs in gloss paint to match the outside, and then probably the rest of the bed Raptor, color match Raptor, and then possibly some sort of mat or floor bed mat or something like that to cover the bottom of the bed. It's not that bad, but neither one of us want to be in there on our knees blocking and finishing up, you know, the floor of the truck bed. I think that's a little bit overkill for where he's taking this truck. I mean, I see him, you know, stuff done like that at, you know, Autorama and stuff like that, and it looks awesome, but it's just not practical. You know, he plans to use this truck and drive this truck, so I think trying to gloss out the inside of the bed is a little overkill for where he's taking this truck. So probably just a rubber mat, or I don't know, you know, whatever he decides, but definitely color match Raptor and gloss wheel tubs. I think that'll tie things in together pretty good. I'm still undecided on a color. I mean, we're going from possibly carmine red, the color of the Cadillac, to midnight blue, or possibly even white and gray combo. Really just kind of undecided at this point right now. There's no rush for that, but it's definitely, you know, in the back of the mind. Firewall's coming along real nice. From where it was, I think we're done with the filler work on that, man. We're just gonna let the polyester primer take over, and you know, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. We're not gonna sit there and spend more weekends, you know, just sanding areas that you're really not gonna see, man. I think the money is gonna be on the hood and the bedside. That's where you want your truck the straightest, along with the doors. But I think when the time comes, we're probably gonna spray this thing possibly on the rolling frame, maybe as one unit, maybe. I don't know, we're getting ahead of ourselves, but just kind of trying to think ahead because it's really not that far away.
Yeah. All right, so I mixed up 28. That was a little bit too much, but we spent it anyways. Probably could have got away more like 22. So I would say the firewall's done. It's ready for some polyester primer on the areas that we worked, but the overall bulk of it, I think it looks pretty good. It's designed to be screwed in, but we welded it. So, and then smoothed it out. So that took a little bit more work than it should have. Doors. So the passenger side door has been blocked twice. That's ready for polyester primer. It almost doesn't need it, but we're gonna do it anyways. Driver's side door has been blocked once. You can tell, I don't know, on the video, it's a little bit rougher reflection. And that's the difference between, you know, another blocking session. But I think that's good enough for the polyester primer. And then just to recap on the bottom of the doors, we spot welded those on instead of screwing them on, and then body worked them, and now they're in epoxy. So that's a wrap, man. We planned today to do this, finish the cab body work and finish the door, and that's what we did. So jumped right back in it after 6 weeks. So next up, I'm going to come in on Monday afternoon and spray that Featherfill G2. The SPI TDS sheet, SPI epoxy, calls for a 48-hour wait from epoxy to polyester, and a 24-hour wait from epoxy to 2K primer. So I'll get it in here on Monday, take them off the rack. We'll spray them flat. That way all the material lands on it and not in the air. And I think I'll end up probably mixing up a quart. So the cab body work is done. I want to say that, or filler work, I should say. And then the door filler work should be done. The fender filler work is done. The hood filler work is done. The tailgate is done. All that's left is that thing that's been staring at us the whole time.
Yeah.
But we got the materials for it, so I think we'll just get everything else up to speed with like one sand away from paint and then attack that. But got it done, man. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We're back Truckin' Tuesday. Yes, sir. Y'all stay tuned.